Courtney Hammer, and my position here is as visual coordinator. What that means is I help get the kids ready in every capacity for any type of movement, along with making sure that they feel comfortable with their music. With the parade, what we did is we started in May just to get the kids familiar with one another. So they came together in Sunday, and parents came together, and parents met, and then we just did some marching, we did some movement together, we played a little bit of music. After that, the kids then have had rehearsals on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week since the third week of June. And what we focus on is music first. After that is when we put feet to everything. And when we say put feet to things, we just want to make sure that the feet are moving in time. After we put feet into things, then we go through a style guide, which is we tell the kids specifically how we want them to move their feet, what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing, which takes a long time. Most of our rehearsals are 4 hours long. It can be more, it can be about 5 hours long. But the kids deal with heat, rain, anything kind of you can imagine is what they do, because we condition them for their competitive season, which their competitive season will start in the second week of July. For parade marching, it's definitely over probably about 30 hours of ensemble time. That's just us together as a group. We ask a bare minimum requirement of 30 minutes of practice 3 times a week. Our percussion actually has been here every Tuesday and Thursday night for 3 hours a night rehearsing. So they've been doing parade music. Once they're done with that, they do cadences and then they do show music. Percussion spends a lot of time outside. Guard actually does too. Guard does 3-hour rehearsals on Monday and Wednesday nights to do all of the extra stuff. So those groups in particular put a lot of extra time in. Students, leaders are pretty invested in the respect of they will call sectionals at their houses. They'll call sectionals when the percussion meets. They'll say, hey, the percussion's going to be here for 3 hours. Let's come in and let's meet. So we try to make it as much of a student-driven machine as we possibly can, with us leading the way.
My name is Savannah. I am a senior, and I've been in band for 8 years.
I'm Theo Herzog. I'm a junior, and I've been in band for 3 years.
We get a few announcements of how the day is going to go, and then we typically have like a group rehearsal in the beginning for just music. Then we go outside and march like around the parking lot and practice our music and cadences, and every now and then we'll stop just to like talk about like whether it's corners or music, something that happened. But a lot of times we just like keep running it to make sure we get it right. Well, drumline, we practice every Tuesday and Thursday for like 3 hours, so we put a lot of time before because we have cadences to make sure we get right, and we have to shift people around for the parade particularly, so we do a lot more practicing, I guess.
The section leader is the person that takes charge of the section. If there's a problem, they'll take care of it. Like, they'll make copies of music for people. They do a lot of things. Just kind of take care of the section.
I'd say the work ethic, like, it's definitely taught me that I can't procrastinate and I have to work on things to get better. It's like a community, I guess, in the school, but kind of like separate from the rest of the people. So I found a lot of friends in band.
What the kids do is a lot more important than people think. A lot of the times I think we take kids who participate in a team effort for granted, especially these kids who do public performances, provide some community give back and community feedback. It's easy to take them for granted because we don't see them every day. And so when I see them every day and I see what they do and I see how they grow, I watch freshmen become sophomores, become juniors, become seniors, you really realize how responsible and good citizens. They're just becoming good members of the community, that's the goal, right? The goal is honestly not good grades, but it's making them productive members of society, and that's what we're building, I think, here.
My name is Sai Yelk.
I'm Emma Elling.
Gretchen Kirkberg.
I'm going to be a sophomore at Columbus High School, and I've been in band ever since 5th grade.
I'm going to be a sophomore this year, and I've been in band since 5th grade. Yeah.
I'm going into the 11th grade, and I have been doing band since freshman year, so only about 2 years.
I'm really passionate about band. Just the coming together to make something really great.
My family was kind of surrounded by music, so it was just kind of like this moral pull that just transitioned me into it.
From band, I've learned confidence. Confidence is a huge thing, especially when it comes to marching band and playing and whatnot.
It's just a fun thing to be in, especially if you're as passionate about it as I am, because then you're just you want everybody to be good, you want yourself to be good, and just like seeing the progression from now to say like the beginning of competition season is just really nice to see.
I am the low brass section leader, so I have to take care of the tubas, the trombones, and the baritones / euphoniums. I have to make sure that they got their music down, make sure that they're up to snuff, make sure they're in step when they're marching. It's a lot of leadership roles, just talking to each other, making sure they're getting their stuff down, helping them be better at band.
You do not have to be a parent of a student in the music program in order to be a music booster. If you are passionate about what we do and you want to be involved to support the arts, you can become part of that organization and help us through these tougher times right now. If you have a home basketball game, most of the time you'll see our pep band there. If you're at a home football game, we're there at every single home football game. We're in the parades. We have concerts, several concerts throughout the year. We go out every year to the community to play winter carols, things like that. We have musicals. But when it comes to the band, I can't think of another organization that is that visual to the rest of the community as the marching band is.
So they're playing Stars and Stripes Forever, which is John Philip Sousa march. Most people will recognize the march portion of it. The beginning of the song is actually slower, or it sounds slower, it sounds more ballady, and then it kind of kicks in, and then you notice that, oh, okay, most people will recognize it. A lot of people know Stars and Stripes Forever.
Last year, almost half of my band were freshmen. This year, they're a little bit older, so we should see and expect an improvement. Last year, because the band was so young, we had a number of students that may have been out of step, that were kind of struggling to meet a higher expectation that they're not used to. This year, they're a year older, and so I would hope and to see an improvement in that. But the number one thing is the pride that these students take in what they do.